All right, happy Thursday, my little doves. We're going to start right off with the greatest common factor. You guys should be pros at this by now. Greatest common factor of 4 and 12. Well, I know that 4 goes into 4 one time and 4 goes into 12 3 times. Is there any other factor we can put into a 1 and a 3? No. So your greatest common factor is 4. Next, multiplication of decimals. And remember, ignore your decimal point for right now. You don't really care about it. And so 8 times 6 is going to equal 48. 8 times 0 is 0, plus 4 is 4. 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 0 is 0. Erase or cross out your regrouping so you don't get confused. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 0 is 0. Add them together. We got 8, 6. Okay. Now we're going to count to the right of the decimal. So you've got 1, 2, 3, and then you've got 1 here. Add them together, you get 4. Start at the end of your whole number, and you're going to come over 4 places. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your answer is 168 tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths. Okay? All right, we are going to find the product and simplify our answer. So 10 15ths times 4 sevenths. You're going to multiply across the top, multiply across the bottom. So 10 times 4 is 40, but I'm going to have to work out 15 times 7. So 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 3 is 10. Now, here's our rule of 5. You know that if it ends in a 0 or a 5, that you're going to be able to divide by 5. So let's divide each of these by 5. So 5 goes into 40 8 times, because 5 times 8 is 40. And then 5 is going to go into, 5 goes into 1, 0 times. 5 goes into 10 2 times. 5 times 2 is 10. Subtract. Bring down your 5. 5 goes into 5 1 time. So you're left with 8 21s. Does anything go into both of those? Nope. That's our final answer. Now we're going to divide some decimals. So we've got 3 and 988 thousandths divided by 2 hundredths. Now, whatever we do to the outside, we're going to do to the inside. So we're going to make this a whole number by moving the decimal point 2 places. And I'm going to rewrite this so that it's nice and neat. 2 goes into 3 1 time, leaving us with 1. Bring down your 9. 2 goes into 19 9 times for a total of 18. Bring down your 8. 2 goes into 18 9 times. Okay, bring this decimal point straight up. I forgot to do that. Remember? Come straight up. Bring down your 8. 2 goes into 8 4 times. So your answer is 199 and 4 tenths. Okay, now we're going to compare some decimals. So we've got 7 and 7. Okay, start with your largest place value. So in the ones we have a 7 and in the ones we have a 7. In the tenths place, we have a 0. And in the tenths place, we have a 2. What's bigger, 0 or 2? No need to go any further. You don't have to compare anymore because you know that that's going to be the larger number. Okay, we're going to compare some fractions. We've got 4 sevenths and 2 fifths. Go ahead and use the butterfly method. 7 times 2 is 14. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 is bigger than 14, so 4 sevenths is greater than 2 fifths. Okay, so we've got 9 and 132, and we want to simplify this. Now, I know that I'm thinking it's either going to be a 3 or a 9. And so I'm going to try the 9 because the bigger the number is that I divide into here, the closer I'm going to get to the answer without having to reduce it a whole lot. So 9 divided by 9 is easy, it's 1. Let's see what happens when we put 9 into 132. So 9 goes into 13 one time. 13 minus 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Bring down your 2. Now, can I put a 9 into a 42? I cannot, so I'm wrong. It's okay if your initial idea is wrong. That's okay. Let's start again. Let's try 3. So, 3 goes into 9 3 times. And let's try 3 into 132. 3 goes into 13 4 times. 3 goes into 12 4 times. Okay, that works out. Can I reduce these any further? The only thing that's going to go into this 44 is either a 4 or an 11. And I know that 4 and 11 is not going to go into 3, so that's my final answer. Remember, in math, you're going to have to try it out. Sometimes you'll be right, sometimes you will not. Okay, let's simplify this fraction. 16 32s. Right away, I have a 4 screaming in my brain. Even though, since both of these are even, you could start out, you could divide by 2, and then divide by 2 again. 4 times what is 16? 4 times what is 32? Oh, no, I could have gone even bigger than this one. I could have divided both of these by 8. 16. 8 times what is 16? 8 times what is 32? Ooh, nice. But 2/4 still reduces even further. Even further. That means that I could have done this. 16 goes into 16 once. 16 goes into 32 twice. So reducing, finding those common factors, it can all get you to the same place. You know that, if you reduce this even more, you're going to get the same answer. You're going to get 1/2. Same here. You're going to get 1/2. So they're all 1/2. It's just how quickly you can get to that point. Now we're going to simplify the fraction 81 and 372. Right away, I know that 9 times 9 is 81, and that's pretty much the only factor I can think of. So if this doesn't divide by 9, then we're already in lowest terms. So I'm just going to try it. 9 goes into 81 9 times, and then 372 divided by 9. So 9 goes into 3 0 times. 9 goes into 37. Let's see, 4, 4 times, giving me 36. And 9 goes into 12. One time. So that's not going to work. 9's not going to work. We have to figure out something else. How am I going to figure this out? $72. So I know I can't divide 81 by 2 because it's not an even number. But let's see if I can divide it by 3. Let's try and divide these by 3. 81 divided by 3. 3 goes into 8 2 times. 3 goes into 21 7 times. So this is going to be a 27. Now let's see if 372 can be divided by 3. Okay? 3 goes into 3 1 time. Bring down the 7. 3 goes into 7 2 times, giving us a 6. 3 goes into 12 4 times. You're gonna have to try stuff out. Try it out. You never know. Okay, now we're gonna find the sum of 2 mixed numbers. 9/10 plus 3, just one mixed number. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and pull this big 3 down here because I'm only going to focus on these right now. So when I'm thinking about a common factor between these two, I'm thinking that I'm just going to have to do it like this. Whatever we do to the bottom, we do to the top. And 30th, going to give me a total of 30. $7 30th. Now, I know I can pull a big 1 out of here. At least 1. Okay? 37 divided by 30. 30 goes into 37 1 time. 7 is your new numerator. 30 stays as your denominator. Okay? So you now have this big 1 that you have to add to the 3, making it 4, and 7 30ths. Capiche? Capiche. Now we're going to find the difference. Okay, and we've got 2 and 8 tenths minus 1 and 3 ninths. Okay? Do the big numbers first. 2 minus 1 is 1. And now we're just going to focus on these two. So how do I make these into a common denominator? You can always just multiply by the reciprocal. So 8 times 9 is 72 over 90 minus 30 over 90. And go ahead and take 72 and 72 minus 30. I'm losing my place here. 7 minus 3 is 4. So now you've got 42 90ths. But I know that I can reduce that 42 90ths. So I'm thinking, where can I start? What can I do first? Well, I know that I can definitely divide it by 2. Okay, so 42 divided by 2. 2 goes into 4 2 times, and 2 goes into 2 1 time. Okay, so we've got a 21. And now let's divide 90 by 2. 2 goes into 90 4 times. Or, sorry, 2 goes into 9 4 times. And 2 goes into 10 5 times. Now, was that right? Hmm. Two, 4, 6, 8. I feel like I'm wrong. Hold on. I think we can reduce this more. I know that a 3 goes into 21. Let's see if we can take 45 and divide it by 3. 3 goes into 4 1 time. 3 goes into 15 5 times. So 21 divided by 3 is 7. 45 divided by 3 is 15. Your total is 1 7/15. Whew! That one took some brain power. If you all got that on your own, give yourselves a huge pat on the back. That one took brain power. Okay, now we have 1/5 divided by 9/14. We're going to keep, change, flip. It's going to give us 14/45. Now we have to think, can we reduce that by anything? A 3, a 7. Well, 7 goes into this, but 7 doesn't go into this. 3 doesn't go into either. I've got a 5 here. That's it. 14/45. Okay, good job this week, guys. Thanks for hanging in there. Bye-bye.